Alright, hello and welcome. As I finish with the second adjustment, the second button press allows me to actually speak through this microphone and be heard, even though first button was a virtual one within the browser, and the other button that I pressed was a physical one that was suppressing the actual sound feed in the microphone. It's a little curious how those two can be lumped together in a single statement, even though a distinct difference exists between them, isn't it? It's also funny how I can't pronounce anything or articulate properly or even hear myself, because this freaking song is like so much louder, I'm pretty sure, on my end than it is as well. It might be pretty loud on the stream too, let me bring the stream audio down to 20%, because in theory I should be louder than... Also on iTunes, I guess, it's like almost all the way up. This song is pretty loud by itself, but... yeah, I'm pretty sure that will be a complete non-factor as we head into this, back into the Frosty Monster World. And apparently there's about 20 seconds left of this song, so I guess I'll let it play out, and then I will very stealthily try to... do the thing. Okay. Well, there's still about 3 seconds left on the actual file, but it's not practically over, so... I clicked on the stop the song button. Go me. Alright, so... now it's time to experience more of the Born Ice thing. Of which I did play for a pretty ridiculous amount of hours yesterday, but... apparently it wasn't enough, because I did continue to play for a good while longer after I had already finished the stream, but I didn't really do anything important. I just did like a bunch of the optional quests, which are just like find even more beefed up versions of like the low rank, high rank monsters, or just fight the regular master rank monsters that you already fought, but in the special arena this time. That's basically all that I did. Well, I did also, well, let's see. What kind of bonus do we have? Bitterbug. Also, for some reason, I thought that the Kulbataroth Siege was gonna be open right now, but no, I guess it was open like right before Iceborne dropped on this version, but now it's not anymore. Ain't that a shame? Did we get the Osaka MH Festa thing? I think we got that last time, yeah. Also got the launch set, yeah, all of the stuff that comes with the Iceborne launch. If you look at the event schedule, like, hold on. Does the Kulbataroth Siege show up here? I don't think it does. Oh, yeah. I mean, it would have to be high rank or master rank, I guess, because... well, not necessarily master rank, because it should be available outside of Iceborne, but... you do need, like, HR 16, which is basically means you need to have beaten the all the plot missions in the vanilla game before you can do the Kulbataroth Siege. I don't know, I guess it's not actually gonna be a thing for the next immediate short while. I guess people aren't really terribly concerned about that, seeing how Iceborne just came out. They're mostly gonna be looking at that content, which is understandable. But let me see, something I did manage to determine last time... and that I didn't really look into at all, which is why you hear me typing in the background now, is that the Smart Hunter overlay kind of broke with Iceborne. I'm hoping that we're able to... we're able to get an updated version of it that works with Iceborne at some point. And I'm looking at the page of it in Nexus Mods, and apparently there have been no recent updates. Yeah, I get the feeling I'm not going to be able to find any updates with this, so I'm just going to have to operate without the health overlay. Hold on. For the foreseeable future, unless I become so persistent in my search that I come up with different search criteria. Well, this is a little bit more exciting than what I was doing for the past hour or two, which was trying to figure out the rates that I should charge as someone who does text revisions. Turns out there's a lot of conflicting accounts, and it's mostly to do with what part of the world you're looking at, you know, shocking. Yeah. I think I'm gonna be able to find anything on this right now, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for me, I'm sure there are people who never actually use it who are like jumping for joy that I, the filthy cheater, have to play the way that I guess most people play the game, but I mean it doesn't actually change anything gameplay wise, it just gives you a more visual information, which is very useful. And which the game itself very sorta kinda provides you with. That's a big very sorta kinda provides you with without it, but it's really not reliable. Yeah. So what have I done here? I did increase my research level in a bunch of these monsters, like the old monsters, but the master rank version. And apparently Barath and Gulyaku and basically these ones. I have them up to monster research level 8. I think that's something. And apparently the ones that basically fall under a certain thing here count as like master rank 2 stars or whatever or higher, which I didn't really do yet because I wanted to like do as many of the master rank 1 star quests. I also went to the room that the custom partners that you get here in the ice village. I think I also turned the volume down again after I stopped playing, so hold on a second. Just these loads. I'm gonna try to adjust it once again. So this place is very pretty. I did technically prevent certain... I think I'm gonna turn down the voice volume a little bit, like leave it thereabouts. Not have all the volume, steal the volume set 100%. Yeah, I did technically go into this place off stream and stop like a very brief camera pan that shows off this place before you actually step inside, so what a crime. But hey, you can lay on the bed. I also changed my I made some new wrist armor based on some of the weaker version, just so I could have like the extra overall defense bonus. Still am aiming at the moment for the extra wrists that are like part of the steampunk set, I think, or the futuristic looking armor with wheels and shit, so that I can have all the skills I wanted before, at least for the time being. I'm pretty sure that the endgame expansion armor is gonna be better than that, but it's about adaptability, you know, it's just like going through the regular game. Oh, look, there's a hot spring. Pretty sure this works exactly the same as it did in the, well, as it does in the Gathering Hub. You can rotate without standing up. You can also toggle your armor so that you're just in the... Well, you can try to toggle your armor, there you go, so that you're just in the same clothes as the other people in the Gathering Hub. But as soon as you do stand up, it forces you to put your armor back on. Even though I don't know if... I don't think it... No, it does change. I just saw that. It changes even your head armor, which right now it's up. I'm still wearing the Banbaro helmet, but I swapped it out for the glasses-layered armor that you could make with some of the new crystals. Pure crystals, I think they're called. Apparently also customize your room. Well, you could change the handler's outfit, but you can't really, because other than this one, which is just one that comes with the expansion, you need to like buy the extra outfits, or else they're only available during the festival, so it's pretty much just horse armor, so screw that. At least for now. I mean, I can't really talk too much about that. I actually bought like the deluxe versions of both the base game and the expansion, which has some frivolous things that you don't really need, like gestures, some stickers, some layered armor, and some charm. That I guess that's probably the most useful thing. Speaking of the charms, I realized after going to the blacksmith that apparently you can upgrade them even further in this expansion. Let's see. And change it to home sweet home, or from home to the traditional room. We can change the wall color. Simple stone wall. I don't know what a stone... I forget the thing that a stone wall would probably be more... a traditional brick wall would be more... better at like keeping out the the thing. Also, just saw a notification on Steam that Runch is playing this game too. I get a feeling I know why, but you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna put myself as online, even though most of the time I just have Christ, alright. Most of the time I just have myself as invisible on Steam, which means that I don't actually show up as online or it shows what I'm playing. Because I am paranoid, alright. It told me to update my Steam friends list, even though it looks exactly the same. It's almost like it lied. Alright, what about the floor? Can we also have stone floor? Or traditional floor? I'm gonna keep the wooden floor. Maybe we're gonna change the color though. Green or blue? Oh, you know me, I like blue. I like darker blue. And what about the lights? Familiar lights, simple lights, stirred lights, and traditional lights. A couple of these I have gotten as, like, rewards from that Steam machine minigame, and I did look very briefly into it, and apparently it's supposed to be, like, completely random. There's no clear indication of, like, what order you have to press the things, and you just have to, like, just do completely random buttons, and just a matter of having enough fuel that you can actually get to the end of the three gauges. Okay. We can have cloth curtains or pelt curtains. I'm gonna keep the cloth curtains. Ooh, what if? Hold on. Oh boy, this. I know a lot of people that are probably gonna love this way too much. I like it, but probably not gonna. And like literally 2 hours on this. Watch me as I literally do what I just said I wasn't gonna do. The table is the one that I have so far. I noticed that like the only thing that changes is the cloth and the shape of the top. Well, the shape of the table, but like the food on the table doesn't actually change. Can we purchase this? We can purchase that for points. Interesting. I'm gonna keep the... I like that one though, the red cloth. What about the chairs? Rustic chairs is just a bunch of log stumps and... Regular chairs which are just stools, luxury chairs. I think I'll buy the luxury chairs. Yes, here's the room decor I just purchased. That's why I purchased it. And there's brunch, carnivore, carnival. Carnival or traditional meal. I like zoom in, I can change the camera a little bit. Ooh. Can't really see too badly, but it's just like a bunch of bread and cheese and a bit more. You know what, fuck it. Perfect meal to make gains. I mean, I hadn't actually been paying attention to the options until now. What about this sofa? Could be that or could be a bench. I think we're gonna keep the sofa. Wish I had enough, big enough room that I could have a sofa like that, but my room is a freaking closet, basically. It's like, you know, looking around, it's basically just a little bit larger than like a walk-in closet, but hey, that's the apartment life, alright. No, I don't even have this apartment for myself, but hey. But let's see, should we have the rustic bed, familiar bed, or traditional bed? I don't want this one. I'll go with that one. What about the shelf? Notice that there's more like things we can change in some of these. Hold on. That makes me want to go back through all of these to check whether or not I missed anything. No, I didn't. That's one of basics. What about the rest of these? No. Okay. To the bed. Let's change to see what chest we want. Apparently we own all of these, so we're not gonna have to spend too much. I wonder what that stuff is on the right side that's crossed out right now. Sure, we'll find out. We probably want to use a familiar chest. One with drawers. One with big drawers. That. Familiar shelves, intellectual shelves. Well, that would be nice, but I would like to have those as a separate thing from the drawers. Familiar rack. We'll stick with the familiar chest. How do we... I don't know. I guess this doesn't give us room to put more stuff in it, but if we put in the familiar rack, okay, yeah, that gives us room to put that on there. What about... what can we put on there? put on the rack just to show off what else we can put on the urn. Guess it's the same thing for all of them. Potted plant there, that's all we have right now, I guess. After we get enough, that's like our trophy shelf. For trophies of dubious thing, candle or lantern. I think we'll have the candle. Even though the lantern would probably be more efficient, but hey, we're not here for realism. We're here for A space E space S space T space H space E space T space I space C. That's what we're here for. You know, bonus points if you switch it to Japanese characters and full width alphanumeric and write it out that way. That's what we're here for. Anyway, we put on familiar rugs mixed with fur rugs. Okay, sure. Oh, Bradbury isn't watching this. Shelves. Huh, I guess we'll put the bookshelves here. Materials, you can change that. Light wood or dark wood? That's the default. You know, default is like a mixture between the two, or in the middle. I will confirm that. And with large impressive box. Wonder if she reads them all or if it's just for show. And what about this wall decoration? Put on Palico portraits, or oh yeah, they also got like a couple of delivery requests for stuff that can apparently unlock more stuff in here. Alright, so if you put on a simple wall shelf, we can put stuff on there, but it's the same stuff, so I think we'll go with the cloth wall hanging or not. With a fur wall hanging and put on the portraits. Yeah, we'll see with a fur wall hanging for that. Large one, the small one is the shelf. We can put on the Palico portraits there. I'm getting achievements from this, by the way. I got 2 just for changing this. Simple wall shelf. Oh, we can't really change that. Oh, yeah, that's where that thing is. Cloth wall hanging. I don't really have enough things options there that I can actually move that around, so we'll just leave that as is. Ancient forest plants. Oh boy. The second one is like the poison cup. I don't think I want that in my room. And yeah, the other one is fine the way it is. I guess that's it. How do I save this room layout set? If only I knew. RTA, interior decorating the video game. It's like Castlevania Harmony of Dissonance. Clearly the only video game I could ever think of that has also interior decorating, even though that game it's not customizable at all. It's just like you grab the stuff and then you go to the one customizable room that's in the game. That's not really customizable. You just walk in and then the stuff gets placed in predetermined locations. But it's an important quest. Alright, let's turn up the voices too a bit, I guess. It's actually kind of jarringly quiet.
Let's go on an expedition and have a look around.
And now everything is at 100. Let's see. What are we gonna be doing now that we're probably actually gonna be playing the game? Actually, before we actually start playing the game again, let's look at the resource centers and the deliveries, because we should be able to complete one right now. That's for Tobikadachi membrane plus master rank for making the new camp in the Horfrost Reach Central Camp. You can also trade rich mud and some points for a wild spire waste painting and some Paolo with thick fur for Coral Islands painting, which we don't have that yet because we haven't founded master rank Paoluma yet, but we'll trade the other one. And what about these bounties? I don't think we want to change anything. Maybe Horfrost Reach, probably gonna be doing that. Point or another, so I guess before we actually continue on with the plot, what we could do is like go to the other requests that we got from the researcher, where it's just go on an expedition and hunt what do you call it? Hunt one of them, their big monsters in the ice region. Well, I did all of these quests except for they're just like all the monsters in master rank in all locales except for these two, because I figured that these would probably be worth doing in, well, this one probably just not yet, but this one in the on stream at some point. I haven't really touched the rest of these as much though. It's pretty much the stuff that gets that have been completed by default. And just from going through the game, it's like, hey, the optional quest for hunting this other monster that you already hunted as part of the plot is automatically completed. Apply the powder wound. Well, Hunter is I'm pretty sure the one that I failed before that I tried to do with other people, but I did complete a... I want to say I did complete a successful Rathian hunt. Something like that. In multiplayer later, so... Maybe I didn't, because I'm not seeing it anywhere. I haven't even... Hold on, what about this level 3? Oh, I can go and find more monsters in Master Rank here, but they're not even, like, required for anything. They're not even quest related. Let me check real quick to see if I have any, like, Master Rank Rathian parts, other than the stuff that I would have gotten from that failed attempt at the Rathian quest. Let's see, armor. Also, I can make this Pearl Spring Macaque top, which looks like this, so I want it. It's literally just one of those monkeys. You get the parts for this from one of the event quests, so... But I did want to wait until the stream so I could document what this animation looks like. Putting a bunch of molten metal and coal into the forge will apparently produce... And grinding out a piece of metal would apparently produce a monkey that goes in your head. But I don't think we're equipping that right now, because... even though it could be good, comparatively, but like, what's our current, like, top? It's the Banvara one, right? What skills does that have at the moment? Resentment, which is nice, but also, I'm sure it has at least one of those put in recovery up. The Vitality Jewels, I think. Wait, that's not the... Hold on a second. Oh yeah, that is what I have, goddammit. Health boost, we get health boost from something else. Recovery, oh fucking... Okay, never mind, I was looking at the wrong thing. Recovery up is what I would have gotten from the monkey head. What I do get from this one is ice resistance and resentment. I guess I put on 2 ice resist jewel or an ice resist 2 jewel from... but also a tool specialist. So if I were to put on the monkey top, I would get recovery up, but also would have to make up for the... I might just wear it, fuck it. Let's do it. Pearl Spring Alpha Plus and put on, or take off the layered armor so I can actually see that in all its glory. There we go. Oh, I've got a monkey on my head. That's how I hunt.
That reminds me.
It's upgraded my monkey on my head. Also got a couple of King Arbor spheres, which apparently have 800 power. I have absolutely no call on just using all my heavy armor spheres, because apparently I'm gonna get even better ones. And let's see, let's gonna take off the resentment skill, which I don't even know how much it was helping me, to be frank with you, but let's set decorations. Crimson Viper Claws, so hey, I have oh yeah, Crimson Viper Claws, it's one of the new weapons upgrades that I made with the Viper Tobikadachi parts. It's apparently quite good and it's poison element, and I use it to fight Nodogama. Maybe I'll use it for a little more, monsters in the new thing, but... First let's do the... whatever it's called, what's it called? Not grinder. Speed sharpening, I already have that covered in other slots. You can put on the grinder jewel there and use something else, but the maintenance jewel. Let's put one of those and use the other one for something better. And that's tier 2, perhaps. Critical boost, weakness, exploit, power, regular, slower. Performance, Constitution. Probably use Constitution or Stamina Surge. That seemed pretty good, honestly. And as for the Crimson Viper Claws, can I like raise my poison attack or something? Venom Jewel, yep. Poison build up. Do the defender blades, which is what I was using before, pretty much everything, do those have any deco slots? I don't think they do they? No, they don't, so probably just use other things just so I can have an extra skill. Pretty sure I'm gonna swap out the defender max upgrade things for something else. That's explosion related once I'm able to actually craft that, but let's see, what are we doing? Let me check the hunter notes that I have, because if I wanted to go to the waste, reach, and kill one of the sand sharks, for example, the Taurus, see, he's mostly vulnerable to fire, blast, and poison, so I should probably stick to the defender blades, ironically enough. I mean, they also have the health recovery augment, so I think I'll use those for this too. I'll use the ice-proof mantle for this one. And I'll go do an expedition over on the thing, and I will kill one of the sand sharks, or at least try to. Let's bring a few of those. I just need, I don't think we're gonna need poison though, so let's filter that out. Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll do that first. Probably not gonna be streaming for that long tonight, as I said, because I'll make sure of how late it is and a few things that I'm expecting. But hey, there's a good reason why I end up starting so late on the and the weekends half the time, and by half the time I mean pretty consistently all of the time in recent times, weeks, instances. See that I picked the greatest time to stop and take a drink when there's nothing going on in the game. But hey, I'm pretty sure that we all know by now that I make all the best decisions, invariably. That's something that you can just count on every single time Xeno'jiiva has appeared. Oh boy. It would actually be worthwhile trying to look into Xeno'jiiva with my current state. I don't know if it's probably gonna be a master rank version of Xeno'jiiva, but maybe not then. Maybe I'll wait. I'm curious to like fight these other monsters that show up in the monster log as they have something new about them, but then you actually gotta fight them and no they don't. Alright. Yeah, we don't get any free materials from the box because it's not a mission, it's an expedition.
Yes.
Okay, so she's still happy and she still jumps like that. So it's not like the other handler. When you have her in your party, she's just like, phew, at least it didn't go worse, so I don't know, do I want to change anything more? Guess I'm gonna need some, bring a couple of the hot drinks from my own inventory. And I failed to take that into consideration, and I guess I'm just gonna use mega potions in case I need to heal. Let's see. Just pop one of these straight away. Oh yeah, I also got free build from one of my, I think my new gauntlets or something. Which is basically, there's a low chance that every time you use a consumable item, you won't actually use it. You'll just magically produce another one. Oh boy, a scout, oh boy. You must be impressed by your skills. Look at us, and this one runs away, but the other one goes in a different direction. And they don't go very fast, but yeah, let's try to hunt a Beotaurus. We can't trade with the Boabo until they acknowledge our strength. I can see that Beotaurus is up north. Now, I guess we're gonna try to engage. Oh, there's also Viper Toby Kadachi. That's not something we wanna fuck with just yet. Is that tempered Beotaurus? No, wait. I don't think that is. I don't think that means that the Beotaurus that's here right now is tempered Beotaurus. I think that just is for like giving us the tempered investigation. I'll just go follow the land shark or snow shark. Hey look, the Bobo are here too. I don't know why I'm still gathering these tracks, I don't really need them anymore. I guess I can use the extra research points. I'm getting fairly paranoid due to how expensive all the research stuff is, even though I have like almost 200,000 from playing the game before. Right, so this fucker does aggro on sight, so let's speed things along. Let's immediately get to the inevitable outcome of our encounter. So we'll put on the iceproof mantle first. Oh yeah, we also have the bigger wasp gadget, because I'm like leveling up the other gadgets. It managed to get the Coral Orchestrator max, the new max level, and also the Plunder Blade to the new max level, even though the only new function that the Plunder Blade has is apparently making it so the cat mounts the monster for a bit and drops the Bandit Mantle trading items. Oh shit. Hey look, the bigger wasp nest thing is also a pretty useful thing. It's healing on demand. I think this would be a little bit easier if I was using like straight fire element weapon instead of explosion, but well, this worked the first time, so there's no reason to believe that it won't work this time, especially since I do have higher defense than I did back then. And I am taking like significantly less damage. Not using any clutch claw tactics right now or anything. I think that clutch claw stuff for like actually trying to ram the monster into the walls isn't really gonna work out. I guess I can get something now that I can clearly see that he's staggered. I can at least get some slinger ammo. But as far as actually being able to make him go careening into a wall, I don't think that's gonna happen just now. Like maybe if he's like really close to a perimeter, but on this map that just doesn't seem quite so reliable, you know, it's quite open. Damn it. Pretty much right now he's just attacking non-stop, so attacking non-stop and being deceptive about when he isn't going to be vulnerable. I'm not staying in one place in a way that's very convenient for me. Right, there we go. That's to knock him down. Let's attack these fins, which we keep getting told by the game zone messages that they're a really important bit for trying to cripple his attacks. Also, gee, I sure hope he doesn't actually leave the area before I manage to kill him. He runs away. And speaking of running away, I did it right after I put on the fucking not iceproof mantle, the other one, temporal mantle. And just pretty much the story of my life. Well, I do have the maintenance jewel thing, so it should be easier to like use the mantles more consistently. I just noticed that there's also like a blue exclamation or yellow exclamation mark north of where I was there. I should probably go check it out, but I guess, hey, hold on, I'll skid marks from tempered biotodos. I think that's also, that means that I added an investigation for the tempered version, so I guess I'll have to hold on to that. I wonder what tempered master rank is gonna be like. I guess that is like a separate tier. You got like regular tempered, you got master rank, and then you got master tempered, I guess. And after that you got arch tempered. Well, as long as arch tempered is still the most BS that you could possibly fathom, then probably gonna be fine down here. invincibility temperamental is gonna run out. It's not really invincibility, but you know what I mean, it's basically invincibility because, oh, just in time. But, good. Okay, at this point I guess I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that it's kind of staggered to try to sharpen, which I did succeed at, so I managed to dodge in time. That's me, alright. Stunned. He's probably like trying to get a feeling I've been getting stunned a whole bunch by these new monsters, but master rank ones, so I get a feeling that I should make some kind of effort to actually, I don't know, bring the stun charm or something. It'll be more useful than I anticipated. I admit it now, the ice-proof mantle should become available again. At least I'm getting a better read on his rhythms now, I think. Hey, the Boa scouts are here. Are they gonna help me fight the monster? Yeah, I guess they are. Or at least I gotta witness what I'm doing. Boa are amazed at your poor hours. Because cat puns are always funny. This is the age of the internet. Okay. Better material, but I guess we're gonna try to focus on attacking first. I thought it was gonna be staggered for a moment there, but I guess that was not so. Oh, what's he doing? Okay, it's like burrowing in and diving around. Now he's like, because he coats himself with snow, like kind of like how you know, the other fish-based monsters in this coat themselves with other substances like mud and lava. I'm completely mesmerized by your combat skills. You mustn't have seen a whole lot of combat skills then. You must be new to combat skills in this world. You're mesmerized by this. One of the most formulaic approaches to beating up the monsters that you can imagine in this universe. Red Boa Scout, Bigger Wasp. I guess I'm gonna leave the Bigger Wasp. There's still no reason for me to do anything with it. And we'll take some more hot peppers for hot drinks. Might need to drink another one soon. And I will grab more nullberries. Thank you very much. It's nice to have a net gain on those consumables whenever I go into a fight that actually calls for their use. Oh no. I can't believe I keep getting faked out by this diver. It looks like it's gonna be like, you know, kind of stationary. A fucking hot drink. I knew I should have drunk one right before I went into this stage of the fight. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. Well, it doesn't immediately affect me, at least because of the ice-proof mantle, but it would be annoying if I were to take like a max stamina hit all of a sudden just because of that. Even more Boa I have gathered, which I guess I'm on the right track here. It's this scripted fight club thing that you set up. I'm just waiting for the monster to get staggered, because it seems like this would be a good position for it to like, there we go. Turn around, you fucker. Oh well. Apparently I can't make him turn around. I don't know what was up with that. That can be possible. Apparently using the ice-proof mantle and then the temporal mantle is like the perfect formula. Oh, there we go, perfect. Boa are absolutely ecstatic at your level of skill, Meowster. even though you're not even one of those try-hard players who can do like several thousand damage in one hit with like the charge blade. You're good enough for them, isn't that great? Can hook onto a ring break too, though I don't imagine why we would want to. I just wail on this guy while he's rolling around in the snow, trying to kick himself with snow. Oh boy, well that ran out already. I keep forgetting like how fucking fast this thing runs out compared to the other one, the ice-proof one. So pretty much every other mantle in the game lasts longer than the temporal mantle. Oh shit. Oh, apparently he just either got paralyzed or... I guess he did get paralyzed or something else happened, like... Like by the cat weapon or by something else, like... Kinda looked like he got paralyzed as a reaction from running into the hole, but I guess it was the cat weapon. Even though the cat weapon, I should probably like grind out the materials that I need to get the upgraded master rank version of that. That would probably be a good idea. Hey, we did it. We slew the Otaurus, even though... How are we gonna slay these wyverns? Try to. These Cortos. There we go. We did it. And now let's carve up our price, even though... Oh, there's another fucking Cortos that wants to pick a fight. How dare you interrupt me? Hello. Or maybe he doesn't care. Let's head for the camp in the south and see what they have to say, okay? Glad I didn't miss that message. I don't really want to fight the rest of these winged drakes all that much. So I guess I'll head for the camp in the south. Okay, I beat it without even... I beat the monster without even wearing a mantle at that specific time. Ain't that something? Camp in the south, like, let's see. Is that the same exclamation mark that I saw on the map? I do notice that there's a marker there now. I'm wondering if it's the same one that I saw by myself. Oh, hey, Butterburs. I guess this is where those are. Exquisite Butterbur and young Butterbur. I get a feeling that I did notice that it was a quest for like gathering 20 of these, so... Guess as long as I stick around to this area, I should be fine in that front. It's like two... It's right there on the east wall. Apparently that's it for this particular area. But yeah, apparently this is our camp. Headed to it right now. Do you notice that like the monkey's head and its general position changes depending on like what your animation is? Like if you're doing the mining animation, I think I see... Hold on, let me grab this honey. I just noticed the icon on the map. And I do need honey at every opportunity. Without a doubt. And mushrooms, apparently. Like a bone gathering point, like let's see what happens with the monkey when we stoop down here. The monkey apparently doesn't change, but like, depending on how your head bobs, its head goes by the side of yours. It's probably not that useful in the long run, but I get the feeling that one skill set I realize from, you know, the frequency with which I use the mantles. One skill set that I would probably like a lot, it would be like combine increase tool usage time and reduce tool cooldown time. I don't think I really experimented with that skill set on, pre-Iceborne vanilla though. Boy. What do we have here? Millennium Butterbur. Miraculously bloomed after centuries of patient waiting. Also two of the default ones. Most generic ones. So there we go. So where you go to find the Balboa camp. It's the cave that had those slugs inside. Flying slugs. Or is it? Oh wait, no, this isn't the Balboa camp. This is the... We were actually searching for this guy, the design researcher. What do you want? How you doing, buddy? How's it hooking? What's crack-a-lackin', crack-a-lackers? I ain't fished up a single thing since I hopped aboard your ship. I'm here to see what's biting in these cold waters, but since the environment here is so different, I haven't had so much as a nibble. Oh, you just suck. I caught a few fish in a different pond. If you could fish me up just one glass per access, I'm pretty sure I know exactly where to go for that, so yeah. I fished up a bunch of those. Only the most fervid of fishers would go fishing in temperatures like these, but the payoff is why we risk our reels. I think the reels is what we're worried about, but okay. I can go do that before we leave this expedition. Might go do that right now, because I guess if this isn't where the Balboa camp was, I'm not actually even sure where to look. I'll get out of here this way. Where did we end up again? How did we initially get to this cave? Because I'm pretty sure we approached from this direction. Ooh. We got Temperate Viper and Tabikalachi tracks, and that's something. Level 1. Pretty sure in one of the caves that's linked to this cave system, that's where we can fish the glass paraxis. Can I collect these tracks without getting harassed by the badgers? There's apparently no. How dare you interrupt me? I'm about to reveal the world's greatest secrets. Clunky having to kill every pack of badgers we come across and really decide to get aggressive, but hey man, it's the only way to do it without... or to stop them from actually harassing you all the time, trying to gather tracks. All the thick for... oh no, the drink effects were off. I guess I'll get another one. Well, drinks are actually fine. Oh, there's also fucking tempered Banbaro tracks. Something. Yes, we're gathering a bunch of tempered monster tracks on top of everything else that we're doing. Reposition myself, because at this point I'm pretty confident that I'm not gonna suddenly decide to get sleepy right now with how bad my sleep schedule has been. But hey, at least I'm able to do things the way I do them. At my own rhythm, because the way I do things is not intrinsically linked to the time of day. I can just do them whenever, as long as it's for a certain date. Oh, we're getting a bunch of question mark tracks. This might be Barioth tracks for all I know. I don't know. We'll level up our old claw marks for the mystery thing. I think that most of the time those are gonna end up being electric engine earth tracks, but apparently not. Hold on, we get more old footprints for the mystery thing. Might be Barioth, the others are Barioth tracks. See, like, what do those fucking pop shapes remind me of? And it's probably Barioth. Old claw marks. There we go. I increased my Barioth tracking skills. Apparently there's a fucking Barioth right outside this cave, which is right where we fought him last time, so... I don't really feel like trying to fight a Barioth yet again, even though since this is an expedition, I would make sure I would have unlimited chances in which to do it. No, there he is. Actually came in. I don't think he cares that we're here yet, though. Hey, it's geyser, easer. We can actually get launched by this thing. That's something. I know what I've been searching for this entire time is the fishing spot, which I'm pretty sure is right around the corner here. Oh boy. Oh, that's tempered Toby. I thought it was tempered Bart for a moment. It's like, fuck that, especially right now. Probably eventually, but not right now, not after the fucking beating that I took. It's a regular as Barioth last time, though. Probably wouldn't be as bad right this second, after I made a couple of upgrades. I do have higher defense now than I did. First time I fought Barioth. Still. It's not a nice experience. Okay, let's fish up some glass Parexi. I think we only need one. I guess we're only gonna gather one, since I don't know if these things actually give you items, but I'm guessing that our pouch is gonna be looking pretty full right now. Yeah, it's completely full. Can't carry anymore. Alright, so... let's grab these big Banbarrow tracks. Okay, so this is connected to the... well, at least this fucking Vespoid had the decency to wait until I was... fuck you. Oh. That's a good action, but that... good deed. Okay, so yeah, this fish cave is connected to this other cave. Just right across from this pool. Which I shall try to keep track of that. Bear that in mind. So where shall we go? I guess we're gonna go back to the south. No, to the camp that's all the way in the south. Hey, the freaking dudes are right here in this camp. Wasn't expecting that, but so we're gonna want to talk to them, but not actually leave the expedition until we also talk to the peace sign researcher. Here we go. Welcome to the Research Commission's camp, everyone. Seen the way you fight and we approve. You're too kind. Want to see more of your hunting skills, so we have a proposal. We're devising a plan to hunt a large monster and we would like you to join. Oh boy. Start business back at our hideout. We'll take you there. Commencing Operation Guide the Fearless Warriors to our hideout. We'll wait for you near the exit of your triangular hut. Guess we're just gonna follow them now. Barioth will leave the locale soon. Good. How do we just chase them or try to? We already lost track of them. Oh, wait. And Viper Toby has left the locale. Alright, here we are. Well, here's the hot spring. Is this the hideout? Grab onto the wing drake. I'll take you to her there. Alright then. Oh, I see. I mean, I kinda see. Holy shit. Okay, that's quite high up. There's a bunch more of these monkeys here. Nowhere to come to hunt more of them if you want to. Hey look, monkeys, I have one of your kind on my head. It's totally real. Probably go down there, but first let's see exactly what's hiding back here in this apparently corner of the map. Apparently just a lone blue mushroom. And saying your idol is in a cave behind a hot spring. Oh, here it is. This is what we've been searching for. Hot spring. A hot spring, but with spurs. You would seem like a jockey's boots or something. Or is a hot spurring related to something that people would use, like a term that people would use to describe something that they would rather keep to themselves most of the time? Well, here we are. Welcome to our humble abode. Let's commence the council at once. Our target is Beototus, a worthy opponent for our combined strengths, even though we literally just killed one. First I need to lure it out using its favorite snack, Popo. And once it's feeding, we will ambush it. I won't know what hit it. Wish to join us, if not, don't do as you please. We will leave the time of departure up to you as well. Prepare as much as you need. Want to join Bobo, accept the by our powers combined quest. Oh, it's a tempered Beototus. Yeah, probably not gonna do that right away then, even though we have conquered a regular Beototus repeatedly now. Okay, we did it. We got a new quest. Should probably do that one ASAP so that we can have the friendship with the cats in this region and build that up. I think for now we'll just like go and first let's explore the rest of this. Exactly where we end up when we come down here, because this is new territory that also vaguely reminds me of you know, the ice locales in the early game of Monster Hunter 2. But very little I played of that game. I played a tiny bit of Monster Hunter 1 and 2 before this. I was amazed at how clunky they were in comparison. Okay. Follow all the way over here. Well, hot drinks effect have worn off, have they though? I don't think I'm gonna bother popping another one, because we literally just end up in a different camp here, and I'm gonna leave the locale anyway. Where are we though? Which camp is this? Is this a new camp that I didn't travel to yet? Oh, this is just the friggin' southern camp again. I guess the I don't know what, I guess. Can't even make out where the cat litter was. Was it over here? These are Cortos. Oh no, that's not it. Over here. It was here. I just followed some kind of passageway that's all the way down here from there. That makes sense. I know there are no cat icons over there right now, but gonna say I was about to leave immediately, but I suppose it's not exactly true because I do want to perform one more action, and that's going to see the researcher again now. See what he has to say about my incredible fishing prowess. This time I guess I'm gonna keep an eye on the stamina meter and see exactly how quickly that depletes when you got icy environment. Like deplete constantly in very tiny amounts, or does it take larger chunks off at a time? Wondering about that. Pin my eye on it, or at least trying to. I think it just shrunk. There's a red penguin there I didn't catch before. Oh, it's the same as the other ones. Hey, yes, what I did. It's definitely smaller now. We finished up the glass per access. Be sure to report it back to the resource center. It feels good finally what. But we have some progress to report, right? Well, I guess I'm gonna do that right now. Just teleport back to the camp if we can. Where is it? There it is. Just put an end to this. We could go to the other new camp that we have. Where is it? It's not the western camp, it's the central camp. That's a new one. Exactly where this is. East. It is close to where the Marioth shows up, isn't it? Yeah, it's in these, like, icy cliffs. It's pretty much right next to where we fought the Marioth, I think, or it looks like it. Or is it closer to that hot spring that's... yeah, not exactly sure where we are right now. I think it is where we fought the Marioth. To recognize that, there it is. That cave entrance. Probably also somehow linked to hot spring where the monkeys show up. That's closer to the western camp. Keep going in that direction. Actually, it's right here. I didn't even see this before. Actually, never mind, this isn't where I thought it was. The place where you fight the Barioth is actually further off in that direction, I'm pretty sure. East. Maybe it was close to where I thought it was, but I just was going in the wrong direction. Speaking of Barioth, there he is. And yeah, my freaking stamina meter. I don't even catch sight of how exactly it works. It's depletion, but it's very, very visible now. Let's return from the expedition. Let's claim rewards first, I guess. Yotoris Cortex shard, etc., etc. Gathered stuff. And research points. And Barioth research. And Palico element. I'm sure this is all stuff that... Oh, we got more wine for delivering Millennium Butterbur. I get a feeling that this is all the stuff that we would have seen. No, don't post a new quest. What are you doing? Return from the expedition, yeah. Right, here we are. We have a couple of options. I could either follow up with the Hunt Tempered Biotodos quest, but I don't think I'm going to.
If Velkhana's in the new world,
By the way.
that's good news, but not the good kind.
So we'll follow up with the plot right now and see what we can do.
Let's go on an expedition and have a look around.
Let's go to the ancient forest and do an expedition. It's probably a good idea. Let me click off the thing real quick though. Let's see if there's any updates on a certain other front. I don't believe so, Okay, what shall we do? What shall we do? I could... I should probably eat something here too. To notice that, yep, it sure is still the same animation. And I have, you know, my improved stuff. Also, check the resource center real quick to see that there's nothing updates there. Asparagus capture gives me a sublime first to a variant print from the cultural exchange, gives me a boa ticket. Interesting. And the council meeting gives me another boa ticket. Oh, here are the generic bounties that I also completed. Large monster capture for... I'm gonna wait to get another more generic one. And number 3 is complete that to get another boa ticket. Complete that quest. One day I'm gonna fucking get the Downy Crake on this account just to this character. The funny thing is I capture the pet accounts with this character, but not the bird. The Downy Crake. We got physiology. The tail is severable, which did look severable since it was so long and sinuous, but it's like it seems like the effort it would take just to hit that thing would be worth it. So yeah, it takes way more damage from fire. So next I go up against one. Try to bring a flat fire weapon or straight fire weapon rather than explosives. Break its tail or its forelegs to mitigate both offense and mobility. I'll focus on the forelegs first, even though apparently the best thing to attack those with would be blunt weapons, which is not my specialty. But mostly focus on fire element. Apparently the head is the most vulnerable spot, even though I guess it's more the teeth than the head. Apparently the other body parts are just not very vulnerable independently of what you attack them with. It's kind of disheartening. Arioth is a very tanky dude, I suppose. And let's see. Any other updates on resource and ecological? Apparently not. Alright, so we're gonna take a quick look at the smithy and see if these tickets that I just acquired give me anything new. Any new weapons, any new armor? Probably gonna be able to like make new cat weapons and armor, but speaking of that I should check Palico stuff. Master rank, I can now make the Barioth set. Oh yeah, I didn't look at this before on the Artian set. Mysterious Mind Metal. I want to look at the full preview. What the fuck? Just like a... What does that work like? It's like a UFO looking thing. Ancient Fragment and Deadly Poison Sac. Well, I could make that. I'd probably make a higher ranked one of these armors just for the sake of having the higher defense. And that's what the Barioth set looks like. Boy. Smug looking thing. What about the Boa? That's what we use the tickets for, right? Yeah, we can do the full Boa set now if you want, but... Are there any new weapons that have like the paralysis element? Because that's basically the whole reason that I used the Kitty of the Valley Rod. I can make this now. Ultraplegia Sac, which I guess I got from killing Great Heroes Master Rank. Now let's make that. And give that to the cat. It's the same weapon, but it's beefed up. I think I'm also gonna make... Why not? I'm gonna make this one right now. Ancient Fragment, which you also need for the The steampunk armor, but you just easily get those from the thing, the Tailwader Safaris. So this thing has 74 defense, so any other one of these that I should make should be higher defense. I should probably make one of these then. What can I afford? I could make the Bobo top, make Female Rathian helm top, make the Bambaro hood, which is some incredible clipping going on there. Kalachi hood, Eline Bio goggles. I should just make the Rathian helm. Or the Bambaro hood. I don't know, like, I have a lot of Bambaro cortices, so I think we're gonna make that one, even though this is the one that clips to hell, though. It's gonna be fun to look at that in the field. Is there another one that I have that I can use that has like similar defense? I could use a Barrow of Hell, but nah. Tempted just to use the fucking Bale goggles so that I can not have that clipping and also have the ice thing. I think I'll do that actually. There it is. Perfect. It's a fucking nightmare, but what else did I want to look at? Was there anything else I wanted to look at? I guess not. I guess you can look again at the requirements for the other gauntlets I wanted to make, which were the steampunk ones. Or were they the steampunk ones? No, they were the Artian ones. Need monster slugbone, which I still don't know how to get, and also Conflagrant Sack. I think it's from Master Rank Anjanath. Let's see. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much gonna be it. That's what my cat looks like now. Hey Lambda, I'm liking Iceborne. Well, I'm liking it pretty good so far, even if right now my dynamic is just trying to figure out the most efficient way to get the like become consistently more overpowered, but I guess right now I'm off to do some expedition. Yeah, apparently I need to upgrade my armor to the newer armor really fast, or else I'm gonna die.
If an elder dragon that powerful is out here, there's going to be some evidence of it. Some sort of change. Like monsters we've never seen before coming out of the woodwork.
So I mean, we've been seeing a bunch of monsters that we've never seen before already. Some of those have been palette swaps, but some of those have been, I think pretty much all of the monsters that have been Iceborne exclusives that aren't palette swaps have all been like original generation to this game except for Barioth.
Huh? Wait a second. These tracks are...
Well, kind of old ice crystals and also unidentified tracks. It's gonna be like the...
Is this what I think it is?
I don't know, is it gonna be the lightning Anjanath? It's gonna show up in this locale too. Oh boy. So far the ones that have been in the ice region and that show up as unidentified tracks, but then it turns out that you can find a monster.
There's no mistake. It's here in the new world.
Turned out to be either Barioth or Electric Anjanath. I wonder what these gases could be. By the looks of it, it's probably gonna be another legacy monster that I haven't actually seen yet. But that's also in this game.
There are first Wyverian footprints too. There must be a first Wyverian close by. there! It's a first Wyverian!
It's here, since the beginning. Sleeping awake, short, long. Sleeping, comma, awake, short, long. Sleeps there, awakens here, always repeating. Well, I mean, that could describe pretty much everything with a sleep cycle. You know that spiders don't have a sleep cycle, they just have prolonged periods of inactivity, but they don't really ever sleep. That's a fun fact. And awake there, sleeps here, awake both here and there. Intensifying.
Something has begun to stir?
I don't think that's what he said.
Standing on the precipice of something big, partner.
Well, there's... what might be some cats or other sorts of cats.
The air feels charged. My hair's standing on end.
You say so. Oh, there's more track sets. I guess we're supposed to interact with in a cutscene.
Hey. This Aptonoth was... It's still warm. These spikes, are they from...
I don't know, are they? Apparently it's the bad boy, Margakuga. Getting mixed messages from that cutscene.
We're the first ones to spot one in the new world. Let's head back and share the news.
Alrighty then. So all that was required. Kind of research progress subway, so I guess that's gonna work like the dragon research in vanilla game. I can't wait. I can only imagine what this is gonna be like.
So, you found what looked to be traces from Velkhana in the ancient forest. Then you spotted a Nargacuga, a species that has never been seen in the New World. And to add on to that, we just received a report that a Glavenus was spotted in the Wildspire Waste. What do you make of this situation?
Huh? Me? Well, the last time we saw sudden changes in the environment, it was because of the Elder Crossing, right? I think it's likely that some kind of external factor is causing the changes this time too. And that's what must have led to the Nargacuga and Glavenus going berserk.
And what do you think?
I agree with the chief. I think we'll be seeing a lot more species come out of hiding soon, just like the Nargacuga did.
What, they're just being very stealthy until something changed and nobody ever saw them ever.
You've got good intuition, the both of you. Now then, we need to look further into these newly active monsters and search for more traces of Velkhana. I want you to investigate the Nargacuga and Glavenus.
Margakuga and Glavenus. Oh, find Volcana tracks. That's gonna be very exciting. Once the gauge is full, the ecology survey is complete. Volcana tracks come together on master rank optional quest and expedition. Which, boy.
Let's keep an eye out for Velkhana tracks while we're at it.
Kept ever-present shadow, accept the scorching blade, and then just fill up the volcano truck thing, I guess. That's our options. Oh, it looks like we didn't need the poison antidote thing for that quest after all. Fucking the meal that we ate. Let's see. Assignments now are Hunt Norgakuga and Hunt Glavenus, whatever that is. The ecosystem has been thrown out of whack. I guess they spell it with an H at least. I guess it was inevitable that a monster like a Glavenus and an Norgakuga would show up, so represent Shadow and Scorching Blade. Probably take a guess at what a good idea would be to take them on with, but I mean, I guess there's one thing that I could potentially try before I go fight those things, and that would be... That's 3 stars master rank assignment, so... Our powers combined, oh boy. Fight the tempered Beototus. Now what I would want to do probably beforehand is either... do, you know, fight another Viper Toby or fight another one of these things, or probably start with this one. We'll do these ones first and then we'll go fight the new ones. Guess I'll try to not do it with a multiplayer this time though. Didn't quite end too well last time. I'm gonna need some poison. Antidote. And I'm probably gonna want to bring along the fireproof mantle as well. And as for... I'm sure that Rathians hate lightning and also dragon attacks, so maybe I'll bring something a bit more specialized than Blast, which would be that... I guess the Decimation Gloves would be nice, but... We could bring the Curing Bolts, that's 224 and 270 Elemental versus... I'm gonna bring the Curing Bolts. I thought it was called a Monarch, but apparently it isn't. The Curing Bolts are actually like stronger than the Monarch. Probably go check like the upgrade tree for that thing. Maybe go talk to Poogie while I'm here. Hold on. It'd be easier if you just like hung out by the entrance, or you start carrying him around. Right now I can't find him. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's go to the blacksmith. Let's check on the research tree or upgrade tree for the electric curing bolts. Curing bolt, yeah, apparently the Monarch is the weakest one of those in curing bolts, and bolts plus stronger versions of that. Apparently there's yet another upgrade you can do to these, but we're not there yet. Let's go. Yes, just like last time, I'm gonna try to solo this. Oh, hold on. Probably just gonna do like a couple more quests for the time being. Something that I've been waiting for is coming up soon. Actually, no, don't pay with points, pay with money. Did we grab this stuff out of the box? Yeah, we did. What if we ride the Castodon? Let's find out. Experienced rider, we just got an achievement. I guess I should do this more often just because Use these to prepare for the battle while you're on the move. What? By switching around my inventory? Oh, there's a monster. To gather tracks. Suppose. Oh, there we go. It's one cheap way to get the drop on the... And drop on the monster mount. Way to initiate the fight. I think they added like a new layer of instrumentation to the monster mount. For the music. Or you know, the opposite of that, the music for the monster mount. Everyone makes more sense. It's probably the latter. More specific, it's not Devil Joe. It had like a different, that might have been bad, no that's Bummer, I can see it on the map. I can say like if I end up having to fight Master Rank Devil Joe right now, I'm not gonna be amused. I'm still trying to cut the tail as quickly as possible as part of my battle plan against Rathian, but seem to be working very efficiently so far. On any front. Attack, alright. And furthermore, a big enough attack that you don't want to use a dodge mantle. It's interesting. Oh. Too late to react to that. Take another dodge mantle, please. Well, it's not called a dodge mantle, but that's what it does. Oh, I was preparing to do that swing where it swings the tail, but I guess not. Oh, there. That time it did. And that time I didn't see it coming. It seemed very well telegraphed, you see. Alright, we did it. We got the monster to run away. Well, at least it just ran away to, like, right here, right over here. After we put on the mantle. That seems to be the story of my life when it comes to tool usage in this. Wanna use one of your super fancy tools against me? Not happening. Hopeful. Oh, apparently monsters in Iceborne just don't give a shit about flash pods. Except once every 10,000 years, based on both this and the way that what's his face, the Black Paolu movies fail to react to pretty much every flashpod. Not every single Iceborne monster has been very efficient at stunning me, though. It's one thing that they have been doing very consistently. Oh, got paralyzed, I guess. It's paralyzed, but still has the opportunity to get up. And be paralyzed while it's standing up instead of just being knocked down. Oh, I literally got stunned from a quick tap. That's something. Right, cat, I could use some free heals. have the decency. I see. Oh, that counters an attack. And that quick tap counters an attack. That fucking... Well, I'm gonna die because I can't take out the fire and I can't stop poisoning in time. That's very much a dead man walking scenario that I could not have prevented. Oh, here we go. Well, I think I did see another track here. I don't know if it was Volcano related or what. But it did seem fairly odd. Oh, this is a Diablo's track. That was more similar to like the fucking Nargacuga tracks that we were looking at, you know, the previous expedition, but apparently not. Apparently I don't know anything. Right, let's go right into battle with our noble steed. Hopefully by the time we get there, the temporal mantle will get back up. And of course, as soon as we fucking go into battle and put on the mantle, he decides to go away. Again. Here we are. Still fucking chipping away at the tail, which has somehow survived all of the attacks that I've been delivering so far. That's really freaking remarkable. How is a tail this have this much health, even for any fucking monster that isn't even tempered? Even for master rank, I dare say. Basically what I mean. Okay. Oh, this was good timing. There we go. Can't believe it actually worked, but... Yep, for sure I'm gonna keep trying to destroy this thing. It's pretty much a matter of principle right now. Oh, got paralyzed. Okay, this could work. No idea how much damage I've done to the tail at this point, but I'm pretty sure it's more damage than it would have taken to kill like a low rank, or not low rank, even high rank Rathian. But I can say that with actual confidence. Oh, did it freaking knock itself down again? I'm not sure how that happened there. What a hello, Hex Side 3. Demon Soul tactic cut the tail off for a weapon. Oh, it finally worked. Speaking of, well, not so much for a weapon, but just so that in this case, so I can't use a poisoning attack because once the tip of the tail is cut off, which finally happened after incredible efforts. You can still do that swing, but it can't poison you anymore, so that's what you want to go for. When you're up against a Rathian. Oh dear. I'd use a Vigor Wasp cat. If I wasn't stunned, I guess that would probably help. Instead of Hero Wasp and Mega Potion in this case, of course. Well, no. Apparently it didn't work. And you know, if you cut the tail, you can also get extra monster parts materials from Jesus. And I'm gonna have to swap out my defense charm for stun prevention charm. But that would be more practical at this point. What the heck? Oh, hey, this is Volcana. He actually decided to come down here. I was not expecting that. I'm gonna see why the fuck did the music change. I guess I found a reason. Something tells me we don't really want to screw with Volcana right now, though. Hold on, where's our fire mantle? Why do I have to go all the way around the fucking weapon wheel just to find it again? What if we try to get a few hits in on Volcana, I guess? I don't suspect that will end all that great. Yeah, I get the feeling that Volcana won't actually be beatable at this point, because it wouldn't make any sense. Honestly, at this point I just kind of wanted to leave so I can carve the tail. I don't think it's going to oblige very readily. Let's hide between the spiky cacti. I'll grab one of these. Well, not the spiky cacti, I guess, but these. I think it knows where I am. Maybe it doesn't know where I am anymore, though. Okay, there he goes. So yeah, Volcana's like... He's a bit like Bale Goose at this point, which is not a very exciting prospect. Apparently it's just gonna drop in to screw you over and then leave. Radiant Sir Spike. Okay, I'm starting to think that maybe I didn't actually manage to kill the Rathian before this. Well, let's quickly zip over to the northeast camp so that I can get a free refill on my stuff. This stuff, I suppose. And then we will go. Finish off this Rathian. I'm pretty sure that probably should try to. Is that Diablos? That's regular Diablos, yes, but apparently. Well, I say regular Diablos at this point. I should specifically say high rank, or not high rank, master rank Diablos. And I don't want to fight it, so first. Trying to follow the Rathian, man. I don't know where it's gone off to. Going off to the Rathian nest, I guess it would make some degree of sense, but oh, this is the nest right here, and maybe I can get it to show up by trying to steal an egg. Maybe it can sense when I do that. Or maybe I can just bring this egg to one of my camps. Oh, it's coming over here. I think it telepathically sensed what I was doing. Alright, now we can fight. How do I drop this thing? Oh, not like this. How do I drop this thing? There we go. I actually... Okay, finally decided to respond to one of my flash pots. Yeah, apparently monsters' responses to flash pots are just incredibly weak in Iceborne Master Rank tier, as opposed to every other difficulty. I'm not a fan of how much damage they're doing right now. in with my upgraded armor. Shoot, come on. That would have hit me. If I wasn't wearing the temporal mantle, I have a hard time believing that. At least that time I saw that attack coming. I'm still not even sure like which body part I should focus on with the Rathian after I cut the tail. Ooh, just in time, I guess. Yes, the feet are like the option that you would want to focus on for trying to get it to be knocked down again, or the head for raw damage, but as far as trying to make things simpler for the rest of the fight, I don't even know. I suppose the wings, theoretically, but things don't even take that much damage in my experience in any of these monsters that have them. It's very rare that they count as an actual weak point, rather than just a body part. Oh, hey, it's a cactuar. I wonder what that circle icon was about. Maybe we can actually try to screw with it, like try to mount it or do something stupid like with some of the other small monsters. Oh, nice, the cat actually reacted. Okay, that somehow hit me. In a way that was pertinent. Dang it. Oh, something happened, I guess, to make the Rathian get knocked down. I can't quite identify what that would have been. Oh, apparently it keeps happening, so I guess this is a good luck zone or something. Oh, my weapon could use sharpening again. It looks like monster might be at least starting to run out of health now. Guess maybe now it's gonna fly down to the nest, or maybe it isn't. That's not where the nest is. I think this is actually gonna turn out to be the last quest that I do for now. Gonna grab me some dinner and gonna go do the other thing that I wanted, or watch the other thing that I wanted after this. If we can, you know, undo the fail that was our attempt at this quest yesterday, even in multiplayer. Kill crystal, nice. And, you know, actually demolish that Rathian this time. First, let's get the minerals from this outcrop, though. And complete that bounty. So nice. And colon good thing to focus on. What the fuck is it doing? Hold on. There. Bring it down to the ground. Even if it doesn't even stay fucking stunned for any real amount of time like it should when it's flash potted down to the ground. Like the whole point of using a flash spotter, right? It's starting to drop red materials. Slinger ammo, so I'm sure that's a good sign. That's pretty much an indicator that. Damn it. Oh dang it, I wasn't meaning to do that, but okay. Wasn't meaning to throw the slinger arrow at its head immediately. I was trying to like make it change direction first, but maybe if it's like flying and you throw the slinger arrow in its face, it just automatically brings it down, even if it doesn't run into the stuff that's it's supposed to run into to knock it down from that. It takes so long to recover from accidentally running out your stamina. And now I can use temporal bundle. Here I got more red slinger ammo. Hold on, if I can actually pick it up and not get locked into a stun lock loop and then get actually stunned, that would be nice, but I don't know if I can expect that. It just keeps happening. I didn't know that I was gonna turn in that exact direction, that's what I would like to know. Trying to pick up the stupid material, come on, slinger bomb. Guess I'll use this now. I thought I was gonna do the jumping turn, but I guess this works too. Well, it's nice that at least I'm dodging these dumb charges. Well, it's not so nice, is it? It's apparently causing me to waste my fucking dodge mantle yet again. Well, not really, I did get a few hits in. A few hits off on it. We're right next to one of the central camps, or I thought we were. Hold on. Oh, you know what, fuck it, let's... Oh yeah, I forgot we had these extra first aid medicines. We could just be using these instead of the mega potions.
These are Velcana tracks.
Yeah, these are Volcano tracks. That didn't really fill in the thing at all. That's gonna take fucking forever to fill up, just like the other things, isn't it? The, you know, vanilla story Elder Dragon tracks. Those took fucking forever to fill up. There's gonna be a repeat performance of that, isn't it? Let's go some Gajao, because I think I do need some master rank Gajao materials. Or something. Gajao Whisker and Gajao Thickhide. Is Rathian leaving this place, or no, it noticed me. Shit, I guess it noticed me. Just came running here immediately. Try this. I said let's try this, so why didn't it respawn immediately? I feel like there's a very unfortunate delay on the window of opportunity for those things. You're putting each different command when you're using the clutch claw to cling onto the monster. Let's activate the Paradode. I don't know if it's gonna run into that. Apparently it is, okay. If only I could myself not be stunned or paralyzed for this, that would be even better. I got cat heals at least, that's nice. And now the Rathian's limping, that's nice. 2. Let's do a quick attack. And get it to stop right here. I'm just gonna use this to attack now. I'm trying to go back to the nest now, but... Oh, it did go back to the nest. Shit. Oh well, whatever. Not really gonna make a big difference. All things considered. Let's just... we'll walk over there. There's no reason not to. I think that there's any... Because the nest is... up here. I don't really think there's any easier way to actually reach that place by teleporting to a camp. Max out our stamina again. Apparently this quest has been going for long enough. Yeah, for nearly half an hour now. That More volcanic tracks. How nice. But apparently it's been going for nearly long enough that... or for long enough that we managed to lose some of our maximum stamina. Actually quite a rare occurrence at this stage, this height. Core ore and dragon vein crystal. Pretty sure some of this stuff is only for the Steamworks minigame, but whatever. I was getting a little tilted at that game before, but in the end it's literally just free items for exchange for some materials that serve no other purpose in the game, so it's quite a good deal. Okay. Getting the... oh, what the fuck, I'm still wearing this, I didn't even realize. I should have taken that off a while ago. I think we're gonna have the temporal mantle soon for the final confrontation against this big Dargon. And now here we are. We do have the barrels. I could theoretically use the barrels to... you know what, I think I'm gonna do it. The barrel bombs to instill a little bit more damage. Well, if I have them. I do have them. To initiate this. Get ready for a big bang. Oh shit. Well, it would have been nice if this fucker had stayed awake long enough that... or sleep long enough that would have actually allowed me to use that as the awakening attack. Oh dang it, I was trying to do that on the face. I don't know why it didn't work on the face. I was aiming right for the face and it really didn't look like there were any obstacles, but... ooh, there we go. That's actually quite nice. Dodge into... big around delay attack. Ooh, it's not gonna... go back down to the ground immediately after that, huh? What a shame. But in a minute now it should be served with a whole bunch of death. Oh shit. It's actually on fire and it stays on fire. That's new. Here's the Vero Wasp station here. Okay, or it's gonna do that Liberty too, which would be nice too. I mean, since I have the fucking Vero Wasp device, just with the idea that it's not one of the best Palico devices, but... oh, there's another Vero Wasp over there already. Not one of the best Palico devices, but if I'm gonna be like going back to do like older monsters content, fuck it. As well, and you know, there's a new level cap for the Palico gadgets. Let's bring out some of the lower level ones and level those up first if I'm gonna be doing the stuff that should theoretically be easier, because it's older content. Just harder. And yeah, looks like we're pretty much on the path to victory here. We did it. Get its chin juices. So yeah, apparently it's pretty much what applies to a lot of the... it's kind of mean to say out loud, but that's pretty much how it works with a lot of these quests in this game against the more difficult monsters. If you play with a group and you end up carding out until you lose, then maybe you just need to get good and solo it and be held back. Even though a lot of the time that is easier said than done. Have these like oil pools always been here? I think I vaguely remember seeing them, but I don't remember like getting into a fight with a fire-breathing monster here and actually seeing them get lit on fire. Had not seen that until today. But me and my monkey prevailed yet again. Monkey actually blinks even though it's supposed to be like a monkey toy. That's very realistic. I wonder how that works. Well, it's a monkey toy that also gives you like extra healing power for your recovery. Definitely a healing... I probably wanted to look into that earlier, but I was gonna say like... Oh, volcano research going up by like that much? It really didn't look like it did. The actual real-time update of that gauge. Well, hey, my Diablo's research went up. And my Bigger Wasp spray's almost up from level 10, which is like the previous level cap. Pre-expansion. Tailwater Unity is now at level 7 with the monsters. Well, it's almost at level 8. Yeah. I was wondering if like the recovery up skill also affects like the healing augment that you can put on your weapons. If it is, then that would make the dual blades with the healing augment, which are pretty much the only weapon types that I have that have that. Pretty overpowered, right? Completed a resource bounty, ecological and tailwater safari, that's nice. Freezing living creatures, solid with its breath with the beating of its wings. How in the new world does it work? I don't know, but yeah, we did complete that optional quest for someone, so we should be getting something out of that. Large monster hunt. Right, let's do none of these because they're not generic enough for my tastes. And yeah. What's our investigations looking like right now? They're pretty much all master rank, which, you know, makes sense. Tempered master rank Baroth. Which I guess, yeah, I get a separate tier of master rank. Of tempered monsters for master rank as opposed to high rank. That's kind of scary. What about deliveries? Aren't we missing something that we can... Oh yeah, I think we need hot master rank Paolumu for this, yeah. Paolumu thick fur. Yeah, we'll do it later, because... apparently the only delivery that we're missing, though, yeah. So deliveries, that's one change that they made in this, actually. The deliveries for layered armor were moved from the resource center over to the blacksmith, so you don't want to spend some valuable materials from the Arch-Tempereds on something like layered armor. Then you can literally just not keep getting the notification that like one of the deliveries is available to complete. Let's look at this, Nargacuga. We're not gonna be fighting Nargacuga right now, but let's at least read this. Save the unfurred flying wyvern moves with explosive bursts of speed. Also when exhausted, so luring it into turf wars with other monsters is effective. Well, that doesn't seem like a very reliable, consistently reliable strategy. Hitting traps, it will destroy pitfalls when not enraged. It can destroy pitfall traps, interesting. Interesting that it would be specifically for pitfall traps. I guess this is the other one, Glavenus or whatever it was called. And there's Volcano, we're getting more tracks for it still. Oh yeah, but one change that they made that's very welcome. You can now use the right stick to instantly switch between these pages, and I keep forgetting that that's a thing that... It's way less annoying to navigate that menu now. But I think we're gonna go back to the ice base, Eliana or what have you. Double over those, and we swap both of the bombs that we had. Not much of a difference it actually made, but hey, whatever. It seemed worth it at the time. We're gonna go to the ice space, and I'm pretty sure we can get a reward from one of our quests right now. And then we are going to... Actually, hang on a minute. Let me start clicking off here, because I'm gonna be doing a raid in just a minute here as I end this. First, let's finish getting our rewards for this. Well, at least I'm gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna register. Twitch is kind of a piece of shit when it comes to registering raids from channels like myself who basically get no viewers. Because fuck the small users, right? Why should they get anything? Be able to do anything. But anyway, let's find the first Vivarian to talk to, thanks to you. Finish crafting that decoration too. Make your Hunter sneeze. Need something melted? Well, I need an antidote jewel, I guess. And let me see. It definitely didn't look like we got that much Volcano research before. Maybe like we get extra stuff from actually running into Volcano in the quests. It doesn't show up until the end, but do have a I guess that's all the quests that we got from like the Melders. Also want to this one, I guess. Deliver 20 young butterburs. And let me check a thing. That probably wouldn't take too long, so I could try to do that, and that would increase the size of the harvest box, which would be nice. Speaking of the harvest box, let me check over here, see if we have any updates on that. Reload is not available, but we can collect the harvest here. It doesn't like something, another change that I didn't remember to mention until now that I do like, though, that it'll actually give you constant notifications every time you come back to the base about the harvest box until it's almost full. Oh, yeah, the Tailrader Safari is something else that we need to look at. And we need to keep sending out safaris, because that's how we get more new materials, like these things, ancient fragments. You know, just new materials from the new creatures that they can hunt. Let's send out another one. Deploy the one that has all the things filled up. I could send them to Horfrost Reach again to gather Viper Toby materials. I don't know if there's any of the new monsters in previous areas. Well, there's Coral Poke, but that's probably not too bad to gather by myself. I could also send them to hunt the Black Paolumu, but I'm gonna send them to do this hunt instead, because it's like mostly from monster parts. So that'll be nice. Well, let me see. I guess there's one more thing that I could do, and that's do the gathering quest. It should only take like a little bit. Greens from the tundra, 20 young butterburs, which are apparently, I can see they're spread between the like bottom left areas. Well, let's go, but so we don't even need to upgrade or eat anything for this one, because it's just gathering. I'm probably just gonna avoid any and all. Hold on a second, I guess I could just change my weapon to the defender blades, just in case I need to heal on the field and actually fight. Just as a precaution. Pretty sure I should get some free hot drink from this and some free rations, and apparently I do, so let's pop a couple of rations so we can max out our stamina and pop a hot drink, just because we get one of those for free, and why not? I don't know if it's gonna last me long enough to... Oh hey, I'm getting free meals from one of my armor things, so that's nice. I don't know if it's gonna last me long enough to complete all the gathering that I need to do, but I can only hope. The only problem monster in this area should be like, look, Volcano tracks. We're gonna get even more of those by doing this, I guess. Gonna be Biotodus is gonna... Pretty sure that's the only monster around here that aggroes inside, except maybe Barioth. I'm guessing that one might also do that. Start gathering these things. I sure hope they give me the stuff that we specifically need for this mission, not the exquisite butterbur. We got another young butterbur from the cat, but we got one from that gathering spot that we gathered 3 times. One here, isn't there? Yep. Isn't this the same one? Oh, yes, it isn't the same one. Hold on. There's 3 in this corner, it looks like. getting a few from the cat, because we're apparently really failing to find the low-grade ones. We're finding the high-grade ones, which isn't necessarily what we want at this point, but hey. This might take a bit. Yeah, apparently we're only gonna find the high-quality ones, which is not what we're after at this moment. At least the cat's here to give me the crappy ones that I actually need. We have full... I don't think we do have full tracking for the Autotus yet, but we're kind of getting there. Like full tracking right from the beginning, I mean. Actually feels like whenever you get to a high level of investigation with any given monster, it just kind of stops. Leveling that starting tracking level. Increasing that level. Hey, volcano prints. Wherever they are, I'm mashing circle. There we go. Oh, that was a spot. Okay, there's more of the butterbirds up here, apparently, near the western camp. Oh, more volcano tracks. That's nice. We actually gotta fill up these volcano tracks like immediately. Just from doing a couple of side quests, even doing the normal story quests. Well, that's a welcome dynamic, but not an expected one, based on how it had been progressing before. I think we're just gonna be going around in circles around these 4 areas that kind of make up the southwest part of the map. At least we're only looking for tracks from one Elder Dragon. Yep.
Now we can focus on investigating these irregularities.
Guess we're not gonna be needing any more volcano tracks now. I don't know how much information on volcano we're really gonna be getting just from its footprints, but it's video game logic, don't question it. I have no idea if this one hot drink that I drank at the beginning is gonna last me long enough to gather up all of the things that I need for the mission, but at least the time it takes me to walk all the way around should be enough for the gathering spots that I used earlier to regenerate. Need all of these tracks. Collapsed snowfield. What's that? I don't know, but well, there's old Beototus who I don't want to pick a fight with today, so prefer to remove myself from the zone. Always eating one of the things. I kinda need to go this way though. It's unfortunate that he decided to pop over here and plant himself there. Apparently the gathering points haven't quite recharged yet. That's unfortunate. Oh, now he's coming over here. I will go right back through. Sure hope he doesn't mind that we're hanging around. Well, this one up here recharged, but of course that's where he was planted before, killing one of the popos. Well, this one looked like it had recharged, but apparently it hasn't. I'm gonna be standing right here until it does, I guess. Looks like it's about to. It looks full on the map, so does this one down here, but apparently this one is also not ready. Wonder what's up with that. Okay, I think it's back now. Yep. It like lights up and like pulsates for a moment when it actually fills up. Wow, we only got one of the ones that we required for that. Come on. Any minute now this should come back. I'm surprised that the wolves aren't aggroing on sight anymore. Apparently they don't care, or if they do care then it's like roaring at me, but it's not really like actually aggroing. It's like keeping his distance. This one that's a little bit further to the south actually gonna be generating first. Nope. Okay, maybe now it regenerated. Apparently it requires me to step away before it can actually do that. It's kinda dumb. Yeah, it like shines and pulsates green when it does that. We're still finding the better versions of these bursts, which is not what we're looking for. I wonder if there's more places where we can gather these. Well, one more round should, in theory, be all that we need. To fill that up, at least. Whether or not that's going to be true in practice remains to be seen. Come on, look at the map. Let's see if we check between... How do we filter stuff gathering? There's another one up here. I think that's the one that we saw before anyway. Oh, there's more in the top, top right. I think that's what those are. Mining outcrops, but also... Frozen foliage. Okay, never mind, that's not the same thing. There's this one here, Butterbur Patch. I think that's the same one that we gathered from already. What's this one? Butterbur. Okay, that's next to the... Next to the ball there. I think we should be able to get over there. We can get to the hot spring and ride one of the winged drakes that shows up here sometime. Unless there's some other way that we can get up there. Well, there's some winged drakes, but if I hook onto one here, or if it gives me the option. But if I try to hit it with my clutch claw, it doesn't really do anything, it just fucking hurts it. What happens if I hook onto this guy here? Where's he gonna take me? Gonna take me all the way up to the wall there, I think it is. Maybe, possibly. Yeah, it's following the same route, so I think it is. And according to some sources, i.e. the game map, should be some bird gathering points here. Right here. Oh, there's two right next to each other. That's nice. That's gonna speed this up a little bit. And the cat is still finding more, which is nice. I think we're gonna be getting some of the higher grade ones from this one though, because it's shiny. Or not. Well, yeah, not at all. Well, just the mid-grade one. Alright, our exploration. And our usage of resources, like the map actually expedited that in the end. That's nice. And we get to end with this shiny look that I guess it's a combination of the... I don't know if it's just the hot spring or if it's a combination of the hot spring and like the scout flies. I think I got another end screen like that. Yeah, well, I was off-screening stuff, but... There we go, apparently that's gonna expand the size of the harvest box, and yeah, investigation has made progress, so now we need to actually complete the other assigned hunts of the monsters that we have not seen before. To actually progress the plot, but we're not gonna do that yet, like I said.
Now we can just focus on that Nargacuga and Glavenus.
Yeah, that is true. You are correct. Looking for that glimmer. I missed the first statement of that, but we have more botanical research improvement quests. Yeah, apparently so. Deliver 20 Gaia Ambers in Elder's Resource. That might be like a new grade of gathering material from that, but alright, we get a bigger harvest box, which I don't really need too much right now since we just cleaned it out, but it's nice to have that. And apparently we can upgrade it even further, which is even nicer, so... Our quest, our resolve has been completed. Do we have anything new here? Definitely we don't, but no, apparently we do. We got Monster Slugbone. I don't know where we got one of those, but apparently we did at some point. Got Ingot Alpha Plus and Beta Plus. Apparently new things that we can do. Maybe we got it from like just going to a previous area and searching the bone piles there, but we need one more. We got 2 monster slug ones at one point, so we just need a couple of those and 2 more conflagrant sacks, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to hunt Master Rank Angenite for that, but a lot of these things will be ours. But yeah, for now, just clean out my stuff in the box, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be pretty easy, and these things I don't really need to. Probably not gonna need poison for whatever I do next. I suppose it remains to be seen, but that's it for the time being. Pretty short stream as far as my streams go, but I will defer now to the thing as I use the same gesture that I used before, which is I don't know which gesture I used before. I think it was the same one. The one I'm thinking of is, you know, Iceborne relaxed gesture, which is just that. Lay down on the ground, legs splayed, and just stretch your neck, which is something that I should definitely do. Stretch your neck, or maybe, you know, because of the how it looks like with the monkey head. It looks like the monkey's pointing your face in different directions, but yeah, there's my second and comparatively very brief bout, like 7 hours briefer bout into Hunter World Iceborne. I'm gonna keep on doing it the way that I've done it this past couple of days so far, which is probably gonna be off-screening a bunch of stuff, the optional stuff, and, you know, repetitive looking stuff, but probably try to do all of the plot here on stream, so probably be back with more of this game tomorrow, and it'll probably be a little bit longer at least. I don't know if there's anything else that is gonna hold me up, but yeah, I'll be back with this tomorrow, and then on the weekdays I'll probably try to go back to Paper Mario, but what we're gonna do right now, with the same audio from the game, and this end screen that I always have. Oh yeah, look, the cap chat is there, even though it didn't update. Get it out of the way then. What we're gonna be doing right now, if I can get my dashboard reloaded, which always takes like a million years. Let's see if this time is any different. We are going to be throwing a raid to the person that I usually raid during this time of day at this day of the week, which is Captain K. Let me see if the actual stream loads up in the dashboard, which is the only thing that's missing, so that I can actually... Let me see if I click the raid channel button, does it actually respond? No. At least not right away. Looks like it's the only thing that's missing from that page, but no, apparently it's just an indicator that everything else is also not quite loaded properly yet. I would exit out of the game to see if that, you know, changes things or makes them run more smoothly, but then I would have to change the music. Okay, here we go. It might be starting to respond. Now. Then again, it might not. Hold on a second, let me see if I can X out of that thing and then pause the playback of my own stream on this page. Okay, how about now? Come on, raid channel, come on Twitch, your perfect website is operating perfectly. Come on, all I have to do is click 2 more things. So you're gonna let me do it. Okay, here we go. Let's start raid. And there we go. So yeah, I finally managed to get it to respond. I don't know if it actually works any differently than if I was just doing the thing where I just typed the command into the chat, but what I've learned about Twitch is that it's very unreliable, just like my own schedule. Oh, but I'll probably return with this game tomorrow, and then some more stuff on the weekday, and then probably just go back to this game at a later date, which is to say on the weekend, the next weekend, which is technically a later date. Maybe start alternating with Xenoblade X, depending on how I feel. We'll see. I'll take care of that as the time comes, but yeah. I'll take it easy. Thank you for joining me on the raid if you are, and I will see you later.